So tonight for dinner we're making a super easy soup. I've made this before, but I think it's been like 3 years since we've had it, which is crazy because it's really, really good. So we're gonna make it again. This was supposed to be like a super rainy, stormy day, and so far it hasn't rained a drop. But it is really windy and looking like fall outside, so we're going with some soup that's perfect for fall. And this isn't my recipe, this is from tasteandtellblog.com, and I've made this before and linked it before, and I'll link it down in the description box for you. I do make a couple of little changes, but other than that, the original recipe is down below. So we have some thick sliced bacon. The recipe says cherry hardwood smoked. We have hickory, and it also says 8 ounces, but last time I made it, we just made the whole thing. And if there's leftover, there's leftover, and if there's not, oh well. So bacon, some chicken broth, we have 3 cans of Great Northern beans, an 8-ounce can of tomato sauce. I have a yellow onion, some carrots, and celery. We're not going to use all of this, but about a cup of each. And then last time I did add minced garlic to it, but when I made my tomato soup and put minced garlic in it, we ended up with some chunks of garlic in there like I knew would happen, but this time I'm just going to use garlic powder. I'm going to also add some onion powder, some salt and pepper, and last time I made this I mentioned in the video, why is the label gone off of here? I have no idea. That the only thing we would have added to it was a little bit of spice, so this time I'm going to put a little bit of red pepper flakes in there. So this is super simple. We're just going to cut up our bacon, and I'm going to cook it on the stovetop so that I have the leftover bacon grease to use. Not all of it, but some of it. And then I'm going to chop up about a cup each of these veggies. And if you know us, we're going to end up blending them up, but you don't have to. So cut them up however you want them in your soup, unless you're going to blend them. And I'm also going to blend up 1 of the can of the beans. So let's get to making dinner. Oh, and also hiding back here is a loaf of French bread. I could have made some bread, but why when I could buy that for $1 from H-E-B? So once I got everything cut up, I'm browning my bacon in my soup pot. I'm just going to get this cooked until it's all browned and crispy. And then I'm going to remove the bacon to some paper towels. And then I'll remove most of the bacon fat and just leave a few tablespoons in the pot. And I did add in about a tablespoon of butter to scrape off those brown bits after I took the bacon out. I lost that clip somewhere, but definitely add that tablespoon of butter. It gives it a really good flavor. So to my bacon grease and my tablespoon of butter, I'm going to add in my onions, carrots, and celery. And I'm just going to cook these until they're pretty tender. I also add in about a tablespoon of water and put the lid on just to kind of get them steaming. And I'm just going to cook these until they're tender so I can blend them up. Of course, if you don't want to blend them up, you don't have to, but that's what we're going to do. And while these were cooking, I also added in some salt and pepper and some red pepper flakes. So in my big bowl, I have 1 can of the Great Northern beans that I didn't drain, and I'm adding in my cooked veggies and a little bit of my carton of chicken broth, and I'm just going to blend this all up until it's smooth. Now in my soup pot that I cleaned out, I'm going to add in my can of tomato sauce. And then we're going to add in all those pureed veggies. At this point, it kind of looks like baby food, but trust me, it's delicious. Then we're going to add in all of our spices and our other 2 cans of Great Northern beans that we did drain and rinse. And we'll get this all mixed up. And then we're also going to add in the rest of our chicken broth from our carton and about 1/3 of our cooked bacon. Now we'll just put the lid on this and let it simmer for about 30 minutes until the beans are tender and it's all cooked through and warmed up. And then we'll serve this topped with the rest of our cooked bacon. And this turns out so delicious. We always just have it with some buttered bread. And this is a perfect fall dinner. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. It's lunchtime again. I didn't record anything this morning. We had a fun night. They can't see you. You have to come on this side. So Garrett ended up catching a cold. I think his cousin had a cold and he got it from him, or who knows where he got it. Okay, stop! Oh, Lord, he's on the floor. Anyway, so poor Garrett has a cold. He's not feeling good, but no fever, nothing icky, at least. Just stuffy. But he ended up sleeping on the couch last night. He wanted to sleep on the couch because he didn't feel good. And we got a thunderstorm last night. It was super nice. It hasn't, like the other day it rained for like 5 minutes when I was telling you they played out in the rain. But it rained for hours last night and it actually stormed, which is good because there was a wildfire near here. And I'm sure it helped put most of it out, so. Anyway, I don't know what we're doing today because Coffee McGee over there isn't feeling good. Please cover your mouth. Poor dude. Your nose is all red from blowing it.
I know it. I can't cough without my heart hurting either.
Yeah, it's because you've been coughing so much. It's pulling your muscles. Hopefully the rest of us don't get it, but I'm sure some of us will. But I don't know what we're doing today since he's not feeling good. There was supposed to be a tween meeting thing that he goes to. But I don't know if we should go, bud. Are you going to be super upset with me if we don't go?
No, I don't feel good. I don't want to go.
You don't want to go? We probably shouldn't go get everybody sick, so I'm sorry. It's lame that it's only once a month. I wish they did it more. Maybe they'll start doing it more if more people are interested.
They do Teen Thursdays every Thursday.
Yeah. There's not much around to do, like, for cheap or free for kids their age. There's, like, lots of little kid stuff, and then there's teenager stuff. And when they're in between, there's not much to do except go, you know, park play dates and stuff. But I'm thinking about looking a town over and see what their library has to do, because I think they have more things. And I think they have a homeschool thing every week, so I need to look into it. And their library is free, so I need to go get a card there for when I can't find books I want at mine. I haven't even read a lot lately. Does anyone else do that? You get really into doing something you want to do, and then you get sidetracked, start doing other stuff, and then you forget to do the things you like to do. Just me? I don't know. But anyway, we're gonna take a break from school. We're getting done pretty quick today. And have some lunch. We have leftover soup and sandwich stuff and whatever. And then we're gonna see what we're doing for dinner. But yeah, maybe today's video will just be 2 dinners and that's it, because I don't know what else we're doing. Poor kid doesn't feel good. So.
Wait, 2 dinners?
Yeah, last night's dinner and tonight's dinner.
I thought we were eating 2 dinners tonight.
No. The video will have 2 dinners. Don't get gum on my couch, please. Anyway, so I might just be cleaning up today, doing laundry, all that stuff, sanitizing the bathroom so nobody else gets sick. And we're finishing up school, and it's just one of those blah kind of days. It's actually, after all that, you see all the little bugs? Watch out the window. You'll see all those little things. After it rains, there's all these little, I don't know what they are. Teeny tiny little bugs. They look like moths, but not. Maybe tiny little dragonfly thing. I don't know. Every time it rains, they like come up out of the dead leaves and like by the hundreds, just floating up and disappear. It's like upside down snowing. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, I just got sidetracked again. What was I saying?
Oh, no.
Oh. After all the rain, it's a pretty sunny day out. But I guess we're stuck at home because I don't want to go get anyone else sick. I have appointments and stuff I need to make, but I am not in the mood today. If we were going to go to the library, I was going to return my book and then try to recheck it because I can't just renew it. I've had it too long. And I need to renew my library card and all that, but I guess today is just a do-nothing kind of day, which is what you need when you're sick, so we're getting school done at least. But yeah, we're going to make some lunch. So, since Garrett's not feeling good, all he wants is some ramen. Not the healthiest thing ever, but maybe some of the broth will make him feel better. And these are a little bit less awful. They're like more natural, I guess you would call them. I don't know. It says they have less junk in them. But I still only use like half of the flavor packet because that's a lot of salt. Garrett wants some ramen, and then Tucker wants some nachos with leftover veggies. There's some leftover taco meat. The problem is we're out of nacho cheese, and he doesn't like shredded cheese on nachos, so he's just having meat and veggies on chips. You want me to just make it like a... Heat the meat up in a bowl, and you can put your veggies on top, and then just dip your chips in and scoop it? So I'm going to get them some stuff made. Ramen does sound kind of good. Maybe I'll eat some too. Is it good like that? She made a dip. Angus, you better stop it. You're going to be in trouble. You're going to be in trouble. Don't let him eat your chips. Garrett's got his ramen. Put an ice cube in it because it was really, really hot. I'm going to make one of these too, but then I also had a leftover packet from one of my favorite veggie ones. It's just like the veggie. See? Yeah. So I'm going to put these in with the noodles while they're cooking. Well, I'm disappointed. I thought these would be good. They're a new kind of ramen we were trying. It tastes like nothing. Like, almost like, or I'm getting sick. My throat does kind of hurt a little bit, but it's like Campbell's chicken noodle soup, but not even as good. It had no flavor, and I added all those veggie things and green onions. So that's disappointing. I should have at least made an egg to go in it. That would have made it better. But if you like ramen and you like seaweed and, you know, the stuff that goes in it, this one is really, really good. The broth is delicious. The noodles are better. It's like a different, they're round in here. And they're just better noodles. And they're really good. And these are vegan and everything, so if you're not a meat kind of person, which if you're not, I'm sure you're not watching my channel anyway, but these are really good if you want some good ramen. Alright, that's better. I put a little bit of this in there. Made it a lot better. So for tonight's dinner, we're making some, we're going to call them buffalo chicken sloppy joes. So we have 2 pounds of ground chicken, and we're just going to get this browned up with some salt and pepper. Now we're going to add in about a half a packet of ranch seasoning. We just happen to have this in the pantry, or you could use a couple tablespoons from a bottle. This makes it super delicious. Then we're just going to season this all with some onion powder, garlic powder, seasoned salt, a little more black pepper, and some cayenne powder. Once our chicken is all cooked through, we're going to add in a few tablespoons of butter, a bunch of Frank's Red Hot sauce. We didn't measure this, or any of this really. So we're going to add in that red hot sauce, some Worcestershire sauce, a splash of apple cider vinegar, We just toasted our English muffins on a baking sheet in the oven with some butter, just for a couple of minutes until they were crispy and golden. To finish this off, we're adding in a bunch of Colby Jack cheese and about half a block of cream cheese, and we'll just stir this up and let it melt. And when that's done, dinner is done. To go with our buffalo chicken sloppy joes, we just have some homemade ranch dressing and a bunch of veggies. And we also have an assortment of chips from the pantry that need to be eaten. So this was a super easy and fast dinner. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, don't forget to hit that like button down below, and if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe so you can see more videos like this, and we'll see you guys in the next one.